So at the following Apple occasion, the new MacBook Pro will be coming out including the M1X 16-inch model. However, what ports will we see on the new MacBook Pro? Well, the present report shown what we could be getting on the new MacBook Pro. Allow me to share the most recent on this, and obviously the most recent on the 2021 new MacBook Pro 16's release date and prices. So here we are in October, new iPads and iPhones has been delivered. So what's next will it must be the Mac occasion next with the some new MacBook Genius going to ahead. I've chosen for all the new MacBook Pro 16's recordings like this one you are watching. I will give you the most recent details on explicit reports or data that has been told, then details of arrangement, release date time, then a rundown of the models that we will get, and furthermore the provisions that we have run in the first release, and furthermore the cost. After, I will uncover my list of things to get for the MacBook Pro 16. Additionally, put in the comment below of what provision you would love to find in the new MacBook Pro, and in my next video I might include your remark and talk about my contemplation around it. So, how about we start with the report of ports and expect on the new MacBook Pro 16. So we have had a report recently enumerating the reports to expect the new MacBook Pro is relied upon to now have 3 USB-C ports that will be running on Thunderbolt 4 and USB 4 innovation. This is a redesign of the Thunderbolt 3 and USB 3.1 innovation inside the current 16th MacBook Pro. Be that as it may, it implies one less USB-C port contrasted with what we have at this moment. Yet, what will be changed for that port will it's the enable MagSafe to the MacBook. The current age MacBook just had USB-C for charging. In any case, a large number of us, including myself, have missed MagSafe, so it will be incredible to have this back. Likewise, another welcome turn is a SD card reader constructed directly in and furthermore a HDMI port. Again, these have been absent since the last MacBook Pro configuration, so it's great to have them back. Actually, I believe it's incredible to add this load of ports back to the MacBook. This joined with the new M1X or whatever it will be called, this seeming to be one of the most outstanding MacBook Pro plans of all time. This likewise dropped me on pleasantly to say that all reports and brags are not 100% proof that they will materialize with the new MacBooks. I can simply present to you what I have been told and shown. Anyway, in the event that you are watching this video, you are pretty much as inquisitive as I'm in realizing what will be said about the new MacBooks in any case. So forking ahead with the release date. So in view of Imprint German's new report saying that the MacBook Pros are coming in a little while, this is undoubtedly going to be a situation for a dispatch occasion in October and release around a week or somewhere in the vicinity later. Recollect the last time we got a general plan revive on the MacBook Pro was in October 2016. So, as an opportunities for this yet the specific date except for the incognito dispatches in 2020 of the new M1 Max. All past full arrivals of MacBooks have come toward the finish of October, and this has consistently been during the 20 number or even the first or second day into November, and it's constantly been a Friday. Indeed, one more lacquer, Dylan has additionally said toward the finish of October, early November time is on the cards. So, in view of this data and recollect, this is one realities of other full-time MacBooks deliveries. So, recall this isn't written in stone. We could, and I will say that again, could see the new MacBooks in our graphs on October 22nd or October 29th. Yet, in the event that we get a firm date, this obviously will change you for the present. This gives you a fun opportunity to base on when the release will be. With the most recent holds and release date for remove, we should continue on to a synopsis of all that we know so far of first release that have painted the image of the details for the MacBook Pro 16-inch with its cost also. So there's our current reality of what we think about the MacBook Pro 16, and obviously this could change after some time. So ensure you do look at my recording later on. Yet anyway, we are expecting a 16 XDR Fluid Retina smaller than usual drop show. This is basically the same as the showcase that we find in the iPad Pro 12.9 inch, and it will highlight a goal of 3072 by 1920, precisely what we get in the standard drive-in presentation in the current MacBook Pro 16 inch. Anyway, the thing that matters is in all likelihood we will get genius movement 120 GHz refresh rate with this. On top port capacity choice, they will begin from 512 GB and as far as possible up to 8 TB of capacity. Then at the point in all likelihood we will get the M1X chipset. Inside there will be a 12-center computer processor, and furthermore will include a 16 or 32 center GPU alternative relying upon the measure of RAM that you pick. And talk about RAM, the choice of RAMs will be 16 GB, 32 GB or 64 GB of RAM. All things considered, the 32 center GPU choice will be accessible with 32 or 64 GB of RAM. We are likewise going to get a pristine plan with the MacBook Pro 16, and it will be made out of an aluminum body, and you have seen this new plan and what it might actually resemble in the renders in this video. So ports MagSafe is once again finally about the similar time to we will get the 3 USB-C port, and this will be Thunderbolt 4 ports. That is one not as much as what we get on the MacBook Pro at the present time. However, we will get in the arrival of HDMI 2.1 and furthermore a SD card slot. Simultaneously, the webcam in the middle will be that new focal point of the audience webcam that will be a 12 megapixel camera. The battery life from the most recent release that we have been told will be a 8693 mAh. So at the price, since things can be a bit of misunderstanding relying upon what choice you pick, I premise on the most reduced measure of RAM what you can get, and afterward going up the capacity RAM, so that price will begin $2,399 for a 512 GB alternative. For 1 TB $2,099, 2 TB $2,999, 4 TB $3,599, and 8 TB $4,799. So that is an outline of the MacBook Pro 16 anyway for my musing and wishes. My desire is really to do with the value now throughout the long term. The 16 MacBook Pro has gone up, as has crept up a lot. So the current base model presently begin at the $2,400, and on the off chance that we return just around the 8 years prior, it began at $180. I am trusting that Apple can essentially keep a similar cost and not increment the expense of the cutting-edge MacBook Pro 16 inch. But that as it may, let me know your musing on the off chance that you are concur with this or not, and write in the comment below you desire what you would prefer to find in the new MacBook Pro 16 inch. Well guys, it's likewise an ideal opportunity to wrap up this video. So on the off chance that you have delight in watching it, kindly try to like the video, and simultaneously assuming you need to hear the most recent Apple news, audits and correlation, kindly try to hit the subscribe button followed by the notice chimes. Until next time. So guys, see you soon.